Has West Virginia secured its quarterback of the future? Was he already on the roster anyway? Let's talk about it right after this word from our sponsor. This episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football is brought to you by Dutch Miller Automotive, where friends and family pricing means you get the best deal right up front on any new or pre-loved vehicle in stock every time. With brands like Chevrolet, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Hyundai, Kia, Ford, GMC, Buick, and Subaru, the Dutch Miller Automotive family is always growing and ready to put you in the car or truck you've been searching for. Check out our inventory across West Virginia at DutchMillerAuto.com or come in today to the home of friends and family pricing. Only at a Dutch Miller Automotive store near you.
This is for Cameron.
What is up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Mountaineer Paul. This is another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. Happy Thursday to you and yours. Hope everything is going well. Everything's going well for me, especially after I saw the news from today. Just happened to be scrolling on X today as usual and happened to come across the news that Nicco Marchiol has committed to the Country Roads Trust for the 2024 season. I'm staying home. Can't wait to work with Country Roads Trust and its supporters. Join today. And I found those choice of words to be just a little bit interesting. I'm staying home means that the option of leaving was explored, guys. I think it's safe to say that Nicco Marchiol did consider leaving this offseason. A lot of quarterbacks like to get that sophomore year, or, they like to be starting by now these days. In a rare, hey, I'm sticking around kind of moment, Nicco Marchiol has committed to West Virginia and what we're building for the future in Morgantown, and I think it's a huge deal. I think there's a chance that he could perform equal to a level of Garrett in camp this year. I think we're going to hear a lot of good things about Nicco in camp this year, leading up to the 2024 season. And I think we're going to be at good hands no matter who plays quarterback this year. Although Garrett's going to start, we get that. I'm not saying he's not going to start. But I think Nicco is going to be really prepared and well ready to take this job over if need be, and possibly even do just as well or better. You just never know. I've always been high on Nicco. You guys know that. I'm really happy about this. This is going to be Garrett's last season of eligibility, and I think important to note that. So Nicco, understanding that, is probably going to take over the reins next year, and it's going to be exciting to see, guys. Let's get to a couple articles that kind of wrote about this, guys. And as always, we're going to go to two that I usually use a lot. Mountaineers Now, Skylar Callahan, WVU quarterback Nicco Marchiol commits to West Virginia Country Roads Trust. The future of which WVU football is staying put. West Virginia quarterback Nicco Marchiol announced Thursday afternoon that he committed to a partnership with the Country Roads Trust for the 2024 season, meaning he will remain at WVU. And here is WVSportsNow.com, Mike Osteen, Ethan Bach. WVU quarterback Nicco Marchiol has announced that he's returning to the football team for the 2024 season. Marchiol commits to Country Roads Trust, WVU's NIL collective. He announced on Thursday afternoon. I'm staying home. Can't wait to work with Country Roads Trusts and its supporters. Join today, he wrote. Marchiol will be entering his redshirt sophomore season for the Mountaineers in 2024. Marchiol has appeared in 12 games over the past two seasons, starting in the Texas Tech game in the past season. Marchiol also helped West Virginia over Pitt in this year's past backyard brawl, throwing for 60 yards and a touchdown. And he was a four-star prospect coming out of 2022 class, as we all know. So, obviously, this is a huge deal, guys. I'm really glad to see that we've locked up Nicco through next year and beyond. And I'll be interested to see how he performs in camp this year, guys. I really do think that he's going to take a step forward. Not only is Garrett going to take a step forward, but Nicco is going to take a step forward. And Nicco is going to have so many years in the system by the time he actually gets the job as the starter full-time. It's wild. You just don't see it that these days. somebody who's been in the system 3, 4 years before they actually start. Well, full time start. Obviously, he started games here and there. So it's going to be interesting to see how his progression is this year, especially. I expect Neil Brown and company to get Nicco involved a lot this year. You'd like to see him get at least 100 snaps or more this year at quarterback. Hopefully in cleanup duty. Maybe they give him some snaps throughout the games. And not saying use a 2 quarterback system necessarily, but just get him some snaps here and there. He's a weapon to be used. He's a very physical runner. We know that. Very capable runner. We know that. So I do think Nicco is going to be somebody to watch on this team, and will probably be somebody that people aren't thinking of a whole lot this year that could very well help this team, similar to how Tim Tebow did. I've always said Chris Leak and Tebow were a great combination at Florida. Garrett Green and Nicco can be similar, and I'm excited to see where this whole thing goes. Don't forget to like the video, guys. As always, we talk about these things every single video. Don't forget to subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talk Football if you get the opportunity to do so. Be a member of Mountaineer Paul Talk Football. And don't forget to drop a comment below, guys. Let me know how you feel about the future at quarterback for West Virginia University, Nicco Marchiol, staying put in Morgantown. This has been a shorter video, guys, so if you enjoyed it, keep coming back as always, and subscribe to Mountaineer Paul Talk Football. This has been another edition of Mountaineer Paul Talk Football. This episode is over. I'm out.
This is for Cameron. Kim. Oh.